Welcome to Quality Assurance and Governance 2023. Here we have an overview of the structure within the Trust. Each division has a Quality Assurance Manager supported by Quality Assurance Partners with oversight by the Director and Deputy Assurance Team. Divisional Directors oversee each division with matrons and heads of departments with each care group sitting under each division. All divisions are responsible and accountable to executive and non-executive directors via directors and deputy directors of assurance. Each division holds safety huddles to review incidents, themes and trends, feeding into quality boards for oversight and assurance. Each division reports upward to executive level via a defined structure, which includes but not exclusively Patient Safety Group, Medicines Management Group, Fall Steering Group, Divisional Safety Huddles, Serious Incident Group, Divisional Performance Reviews, Risk Management Group, etc. So what is good governance? There are many quotes regarding what is good governance. This quote discusses continuously improving services, which we aim to do through recognition from clinical incidents and actions to improve changes within the system. We also look at how we can continuously improve our services through QI projects to ensure staff and patients have a voice. For example, we are currently undertaking a QI project in Women's and Children's Department to understand any concerns or bottlenecks within our current systems and processes regarding compliance to duty of candour. It also talks about accountability, stating that the NHS organisations are accountable for the service they provide, ensuring it meets a high standard. Talks of clinical excellence, being organised and efficient, connecting with patients, having an understanding and the need for professional growth and development, being professional and humanistic in behaviours, having superior clinical judgment. Recognition for good risk management, reporting of risks, managing exposure to risks, recognition of activities or events that may result in unfortunate, damaging consequences. Developing actions and controls, thus minimising preventing the likelihood of risk occurring. To monitor incidents, escalate concerns and look at themes and trends of incident occurrence. Incident reporting system. As you enter the Shield, which is on the Trust intranet page, you will see the yellow links on the top left-hand side of your screen. You can either enter into any area you wish to review. For example, all Trust risks are held under risks and can be filtered out for care groups, divisions and corporate risks. You log in with your daily password and email address. For any concerns with IT, ring 2024 assistance, or there is a safeguarding team within the Trust that can support you and can be contacted via the governance team. We are currently undergoing changes within the governance team and structure, and this includes the Ulysses safeguarding system, which will be changing to Datix QI. Training will be provided to all those who require access prior to complete rollout of the new system. We have levels of harm. We have 0, which is a near miss, a prevented incident that had potential to cause harm. For example, a wrong drug prescribed but not given. We have number 1, which is no harm, incident not prevented but didn't cause any harm, such as a delay in responding to a deteriorating patient, but it didn't cause the patient harm. We have 2, which is minor, any incident that required extra observations or minor treatments, such as a fall resulting in a graze or a bruise, or delay in nutrition or fluids requiring minimal intervention. We have level 3, which is a moderate harm, any incident that caused moderate harm, such as a fall with broken digits or requiring a scan with no further action, or return to theatres or unplanned readmissions. We have 4, which is major, which is an incident or injury which has caused permanent injury, such as a fall leading to a hematoma or fractured neck femur, or delay in follow-up which leads to the deterioration of the patient to cause permanent harm. And we have 5, death, an incident which has led directly to the patient's death. Providing challenge and assurance. Benchmarking. Benchmarking is the practice of comparing processes and performance metrics using best practice from others, allowing for learning from others. How have other services improved their services to achieve a high standard? Can we use, adapt or mimic such learning to improve our own services? Gap analysis is the method of assessing performance to determine if requirements and objectives are being met or not, to determine the gap or gaps in service provision. For example, when reviewing clinical guidelines and undertaking gap analysis, we are determining what the service currently provides versus the expectations of national guidance, such as NICE, and looking how we can adjust practice to fill the systems or process gaps. NICE. All trusts have an obligation to follow NICE guidance to be NICE compliant, such as clinical guidelines or technology appraisals, which are recommendations on the use of new and existing medicines. Our compliance is monitored by the clinical effectiveness team, and ownership of compliance lies within each care group and division. Serious incidents and local incident reviews are around the reviewing of incidents that are deemed to have caused moderate harm or above to a patient. All incidents are reviewed through initial scoping or initial case review and discussed at divisional level to determine overall level of harm. Some cases can be led as local learning by undertaking a review of the incident, or other cases are escalated to be considered as a serious incident. This includes never events to the Trust Serious Incident Group. Any cases deemed a serious incident require escalation to Integrated Care Board or the ICB for monitoring, compliance and assurance. Serious incidents are led by an investigating officer who is trained in undertaking investigations, and all investigations are monitored to completion. All recommendations and actions from the investigation are monitored through to completion, requiring assurance that the action has been completed. Proactive, not reactive. By being proactive, we can monitor incidents via themes and trends, looking at near misses, allowing us to implement change before an incident causes harm, thus minimising the risk of a similar incident occurring. Monitoring of incidents are undertaken via a multidisciplinary team at divisional safety huddles, which are held weekly in each division. Risk and compliance. The Trust has a live risk register which is monitored on a regular basis at care group, divisional and corporate level. Each division is responsible for the risks held on the risk register and for escalation of any concerns to executive level for support. The Trust has a dedicated risk manager who has clear oversight and monitors the risk register for assurance. Escalation is fluid throughout the Trust from floor to board and board to floor. This facilitates the sharing of concerns, themes, trends and sharing of good practice between divisions across the Trust. Each division is held accountable at executive and non-executive level. Accountability includes incidents, risks, investigations, duty of candour, finance and excellence or positive practice. This includes regular confirm and challenge within the care groups and division at exec level, looking at strategic direction, focusing on improvements and transformation of service provision. Audit and compliance. The Trust has a dedicated clinical effectiveness team who oversee compliance such as NICE compliance, and the team also monitor local and national audits. Support and staff debriefing. Recognition of this has greatly improved within the NHS, looking at human actions when an incident occurs and what staff require to facilitate them to provide optimal care for the patients entering the service. There are cases that can cause concern or distress for the clinicians or the teams involved, and the Trust aims to support these staff to provide debriefing, providing a no-blame culture and promoting a just culture, so learning and improvements can be made and sustained.